lesson for those who would tell players to shut up and dribble. He says in 1963, Bill Russell was MVP, won a title, and stood on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial for Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech. There is a through line that exists directly from Russell to our modern players. Kevin?
That's a great story, D.A. Thanks. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And for the Mavericks, they've got Powell. Luka Doncic out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Bullock in at the power forward.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
Tip-off goes to Minnesota. Now Conley. Outside Edwards.
Get him out, get him out.
Six to shoot.
Hey, swing it.
Lets it go from deep. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet. And that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
2 points. That one goes.
Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
Now here's Irving. This game he had 28 points. For 3, Bullock. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. The Timberwolves with a quick start to this game. Come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
You cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going to get you beat night after night.
Here's Hardaway. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. They need this. Anderson with the block. And he's able to get it back.
Well, this guy is so effective with the pump fake. Luka Doncic gets the defender off his feet. Beautiful.
Well, technical fouls have been an issue for Luka Doncic since he entered the league.
First of all, you love his passion. But I think we've seen real progress in this regard. And that's because you understand, if you're Luka Doncic, you need to play high minutes for your team.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And a big issue for teams, Greg, this time of year, keeping players healthy for the long haul. Coaches, we're seeing, starting to adjust rotations, keeping an eye on guys' minutes.
And, Kevin, it's such a long season. The teams have to keep the key players fresh. It's not a strategy everyone loves, but it's a necessary concern in today's NBA.
And he's good on the second.
And you watch the way Doncic runs this offense. He's become a master at the pick and roll. Incredible to see someone run it to perfection.
Now here's McDaniel. And here's Conley outside. Here's Gobert. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Doncic. Outside Irving. To the middle. Bullock passes to Hardaway. And here's Doncic from the arc. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And with Doncic in the pick and roll game, he's so good at such a young age.
It's amazing how well he reads the defense. But he can also freeze a defender or create confusion with that hesitation. He has all the tricks to run it.
Here's Doncic. following the basket by Kyle Anderson. Irving passes to Pop. Down low, Doncic. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
What a finish by Luka Doncic. Don't underestimate his strength, but Don has got that in his game.
McDaniels finds Conley. Outside Edwards. The pass to McDaniels. Over Hardaway. Gobert trying to get open, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Here's Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And it'll be the Mavericks with their first time out here of the game.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an All-Star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an All-Star.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Taurean Prince comes in for Kyle Anderson. Rivers, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Noel in for Mike Conley. Now, here's Harden. Lets it fly. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. It's rebounded by Dallas.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Now, here's Harden. He's guarded closer, and he gets it to go. Here's Edwards. He has 7. Pass to Rivers. Back to Edwards. Prince outside, and it's Rivers, top of the key. Passes it to Edwards. Over Green. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Mavericks trailed by 8.
Boy, what a season 2022 was for the Dallas Mavericks, making it all the way to the Western Conference Finals. Obviously, the huge upset over the Suns turned that season into what was a dream run early in Luka Doncic's career.
Pass to Noel. Edwards against Green. They pass to Noel. Here's Reid, and that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
Pass to Hardy. And here's Green. 26 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Passes it to Hardy. He takes it in. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Ntilikina can't hit. Here's Noel. Guarded by McGee. Noel passes to Reid. A nice shot by Rivers.
building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going into the break with a 10-point lead. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. Back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Conley out there with Rivers, and it's Rudy Gobert. Then there's Anderson, and it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot.
I got your help.
Irving against Rivers. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Well, this is a big part of what Dwight Powell needs to do. Battle hard on the offensive glass, turn those second chance opportunities into points.
Conley up top, guarded by Doncic, and they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Mavericks trail by 8. And Doris, what you like about Dwight Powell is that he doesn't force anything on offense. Just takes what he has available to him.
He is the perfect role player playing alongside his teammate Luka Doncic for this reason. Excellent screen setter, a real threat vertically at the cup. What a target for Luka.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And putting that pressure on the rim, that's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
And here is McDaniel. Gobert down low, guarded by Powell, and that's a foul. Called on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Pass to Rivers. Can't hit that one. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. In the corner, Irving with it. From deep. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Conley finds Gobert. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. McDaniels passes to Gobert. 5 to shoot. And the shot goes down. Gobert's got his second basket of the night.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Doncic against Conley. And the officials will call the illegal screen.
To a certain extent, you like the aggressiveness, but that's 2 fouls already. Take a step back.
Timberwolves leading by 8. Now here's Anderson. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And sometimes in the closing moments, NBA games can slow to a crawl. Of course, you and I know that firsthand. Intentional fouls, replay reviews. What should the league revise in terms of that?
The most important thing they did is take some of the replay reviews and allow Secaucus to deal with it. That speeds up action. The fact of the matter is fouls and free throws at the end of the game are part of strategy. And yes, we need to be quick with replay reviews, but we have to understand this is strategic and important stuff that happens.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it. after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction. Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Here's Hardaway. Rebound, Minnesota.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And now we'll send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the Beard, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch. David, thank you. The free throw drops from McDaniels. And something you always hear about Jaden McDaniels, Doris, is how effortless he makes the game look.
Kev, when I watch this guy play, I feel like he glides through an NBA game. There's a finesse that you don't necessarily see from players his size. He's a handful on the low block. This young man is brimming with potential.
Hardaway, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Gobert, and he makes good on the layup. Gobert's got 4 this quarter.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Now, here's Bullock. He's covered by Anderson. Here's Doncic, and it's in there. Doncic has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
I'll tell you, he's having his way right now in the second period. Forget the first quarter. Let's get to work.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Anderson. Taurean Prince comes in for McDaniels. Edwards has come in for Austin Rivers. And it's Noel in for Mike Conley. And the pass to Gobert. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Oh, great ball movement there.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And McGee kicks to Ntilikina. Trying to find Wood. Gets it to him. Ntilikina looking it over. 3-pointer. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Noel passes to Reid. Off target from the baseline.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Noel. Timberwolves leading by 15. To the inside. Edwards passes to Noel. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Wow, why lay it in when you can send an emphatic message? Rudy Gobert on the dunk.
Kicks to Green. Pass to Wood. 54 seconds left here in the second. McGee with it. Guarded now by Prince. And stolen by Prince. Here's Edwards. And the layup's good off the glass. Edwards got 9 points.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Hardy passes to Green. Here's Ntilikina. Edwards defending. Four on the clock. With a step back. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Now the Timberwolves with it. Some momentum with a 15-2 run underway. Noel passes to Reed. Back to Prince. It's Edwards on the wing. Shot from the wing.
Listen, Frank Ntilikina is a lockdown defender. He's got the physical tools, high motor, and it's a great combination.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Timberwolves ahead, up 19. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. It was all about Minnesota as the game got going. Their excitement over this matchup was evident as they started out on an 11-1 run. By the end of the first quarter, their lead was in double digits. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. And, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Their control of the boards is a big reason for this lead. Seems like it might have been their game plan coming in. Send multiple guys to the rim when the shot goes up.
And, Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
First of all, where's the intensity on D? You think when a team is punking you like this, you at least try to put a stop to it. But nope, you just keep giving up open looks, letting the lead get bigger and bigger and bigger.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
My brother.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Reggie Bullock. Then there's Doncic. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Irving at the 2-guard. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Edwards passes to McDaniels. The shot's good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Wood, he's checked in for Powell. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
One shot.
The free throw off for McDaniels. The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message, and they're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any elite team.
Anderson in the post. He's guarded by Bullock. And here's Edwards from the arc. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Wood with the bucket.
Luka Doncic made it known early in his career he is one of the best passers in the NBA.
Conley kicks to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Outside Edwards. Timberwolves passing it around. Gobert down low. He's guarded by Bullock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And there's a record Rudy Gobert set without much fanfare a few years ago. Most dunks in an NBA season.
That's exactly right, G.A. That was back in the 2018-19 season. He threw it down 306 times. Certainly makes sense for a guy who's got that kind of length, athleticism, and the guy who spends so much time right around the cup.
No good on the free throw.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Good on the second free throw. And the Mavs fans are hoping this team, Doris, is poised to repeat the success of the early 2000s.
Well, Kevin, I think you have to look at the deep run into the playoffs from last year where they finally figured out the pieces they need to have around their great star, Luka Doncic. Obviously, you need shooting across positions, but I think one thing you need to consider if you're the Dallas Mavericks, paint protection is critical. High-level defenders are critical. So do you need that presence in the paint and a vertical threat at the cup to enhance Luka's skills even more?
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
This Mavericks squad struggling. A chance here to get a quick injury report. Now, let's get an update on Dwight Powell's injury. David, what's the news there?
Well, guys, I had a moment to catch up with the Mavericks head athletic trainer. He's got a pinched nerve in his shoulder, basically a stinger, and he's lost all sense of motion in his arm.
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out for him. McDaniels, the three-pointer is right on target. McDaniels got 10 points in the game.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Back to Doncic. Left side Hardaway. Outside Irving. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Irving's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Conley kicks to McDaniels. Passes it to Edwards. Here's McDaniels. 10 points for him. Pass to Conley. Lock at 6. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
That shot wide open.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr. is known as a scorer. Knocks down the long distance look right there.
Moving against Edwards. Anderson outside. Now here's McDaniels. Defense is right there.
And the question for the Mavs is simple. How do you best build around Luka Doncic? They'll try to answer that in the coming years.
And great, it just seems for the Mavs, it's all about finding the right fit for the role players.
And that's why this team was willing to move on from Porzingis. Going forward, you could see them look a lot like the Harden era Rockets.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They'd better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
Naz Reid, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Now the pass to Bullock. Dallas moving the ball around. And finished off by Wood.
Pretty pass by Kyrie Irving. Nothing like making your teammate feel good right there.
Outside Edwards.
Come around.
Pass to Reed. He kicks to McDaniels.
Hey, yo, right here.
Back to Reed. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Anderson trying to free himself up. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Boy, when you look at Anthony Edwards' frame, it is pro-ready right now. That upper body strength, the ability to play through contact, the and one. Yes, sir.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. JaVale McGee's checked in for Wood. Mike Powell comes in for Reggie Bullock. Josh Green's checked in for Hardaway. And Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Irving.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
And Edwards, no good on that one.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip. Can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And they might be down big, but you love the mentality he has to go at defenders and just keep attacking.
Back to Rivers.
Screen coming.
Takes it from 10. Count that one. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. On the wing, Green. Edwards defending. Fires the 3. And there's Green on the assist by Doncic.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Passes to Rivers. Prince up top. It's good. Prince has got his first basket of the night.
Boy, gets the bucket through the contact. Taurean Prince, he earned every bit of that one.
Feeds it to McGee. He doesn't hit that one. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Here's Noel. Guarded by Doncic. Pass to Edwards. There's 57 seconds left in the third. McGee with the block. There's the pass to Green. To the paint. The shot's good from McGee. McGee's got his first points in this one.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Pass to Edwards. We've got 33 seconds left here in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Wood, he's checked in for the Mavericks. McDaniels, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Mavericks trailed by 19. Pass to Ntilikina. 20 seconds left to play here in the third. And that one's good. Doncic has got 9.
If you give Luka Doncic the mid-range jumper, he'll keep things simple and take it.
Edwards inside. Working on Green. That one drops for him.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's...
It went down. He got it to fall.
He did it.
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Listen, under duress of the end of the period, you just throw it up and hope.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So on the floor for Minnesota, they've got McDaniels. Kyle Anderson is out there with Gobert. Then it's Conley, and it's Noel in at the shooting guard position. Mavericks trail by 16. Irving dishes to Doncic. A 3-ball. And rebounded by McDaniels. Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Conley against Doncic. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Just great recognition from the athletic big man. Gobert finish off the nice pass.
Irving surveying the floor. Hardaway for 3. The rebound by Anderson. Timberwolves leading by 18. Pass to Noel. Off target from 3-point range.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Well, the hoop and the harm. Luka Doncic, the finish, and he'll get an opportunity to add to that.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Timberwolves.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
And that one misses.
What you love about Luka Doncic is he's this unique combination of size and skill. He can really play cross-positionally. He makes shots at all 3 levels, so dangerous.
Inside. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
One shot.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Started.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. We'll see if they were listening, guys.
Thank you, David. The pass to McDaniels. Clock at 4. Gobert trying to get open. A nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got 9 points now in just the second half. Oh, glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this league.
Back to Doncic.
Yo, I got it.
Pass to Hardaway. Kicks it to Bullock. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. It goes on Kyle Anderson. And he knocks down the first one. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Edwards is checked in. He hits the second from the line. And he can't make it. 3 for 3. Timberwolves leading by 13. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Boy, we think of Rudy Gobert as a rebounding and rim-protecting force, but right now he is in rhythm offensively.
Passes it to Irving. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Here's McDaniels. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Luka Doncic.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Irving. Back to Doncic. He kicks it to Hardaway. The fadeaway misses off the right iron.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
Hey, yo, right here, baby.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Gobert. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Bullock passes to Doncic. Dallas moving it around. Back to Irving. On the wing, Hardaway. Just 3 to shoot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Greg, you have to love the impact that Tim Hardaway Jr. has had on the defensive end.
He's got a great wingspan to bother shooters and contain penetration. Always aware of where the ball is on the floor. You could call him an underrated defender.
He misses the free throw. Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making 6 figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Green's checked in. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
Yeah, Tim Hardaway Jr. to me is a terrific all-around player, right? He can score it, he can pass it, he'll rebound the position. There's a lot to like about his game.
Here's McDaniels. Makes that one his sixth of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Dallas calls timeout. They're behind by 18. There's 1:54 left to play in the final quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Michael Conley.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
And they were in danger of losing back-to-back games before he stepped to the forefront here tonight. This was not a game he was going to let get away from a pass to Green. And there's the pass to Bullock. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Timberwolves leading by 18. Conley, the pass to McDaniels. Doncic against Edwards. Back to McDaniels. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Timberwolves.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Rudy Gobert.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
For a while, the East was all LeBron. And the West? Well, Doris, as we know, the West was dominated by Golden State. But now, does the league, do you feel more wide open?
Well, certainly when you look at last season, I thought there were 4 teams in the East that absolutely had a shot to make the finals. contingent on health. Obviously, Milwaukee, without Chris Middleton, struggled to get over the finish line. In the West, you had 3 teams who I thought legitimately could advance. So certainly the gap between playoff teams feels smaller.
Back tonight. McDaniels with the ball. Pass to Alexander Walker. Another miss by Minnesota. And the Mavericks with possession here. Here's Pinson. Down low. Here's Silva. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Passes it to McDaniels. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. With the fadeaway. Misses off the left iron. Now here's Green. He's tightly guarded. And here's Hardy. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much, Mike. Congrats on the win. It looked like you guys stayed with your identity tonight. You think so?
Yeah, we wanted to just play our game, stick to what we do best, get the ball inside, score in the paint, just try to make easy plays. And I think that's what we did, and we're able to just build off of that.
You guys are one of the best teams at staying to what you do. Congrats on the win. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.
And tonight, we're looking at 2 teams who make their living beyond the arc, Grant.
Yeah, they love to shoot their three-point shot, and they do it effectively. And, of course, that means these 2 teams understand the importance of good spacing. They're great shooters on both sides, to be sure, but motion and ball movement are the real keys to their three-point attacks.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves, filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Kyle Anderson is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at point guard.
And that gets us rolling. Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Now here's Doncic. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good.
One of the things I really like about Dwight Powell is that he doesn't play outside of himself. He plays to his strengths.
And he ends up missing both free throws. And this Mavericks team, Grant, they are loaded up on shooters who can hurt you from outside.
And that's the way they should be built. Force teams to spread out and give Luka space. And when the Mavs get hot from outside, they are dangerous.
Now here's Doncic. 27 points his last game. Knocks down the long J.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
Outside Edwards. Back to Conley. Here's Gobert. Count it.
just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the mobile one drive.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
And here are the Mavericks now, after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. And it's good. 2 points. Irving's got 5.
Give Irving some room to get it off that little floating jump shot of his, and you'll regret it for sure.
McDaniels finds Conley. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Kyrie Irving.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
First one falls.
Yeah, one of the best leaders in the NBA. This team loves having Mike Conley in their locker room.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
And the shot's good by Irving.
You know, that goes back, I think, to playing with LeBron in their Cleveland days. Kyrie learned how to operate without the ball center.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. The kick out to Conley. 5 to shoot. And there's a 3-second violation. Dallas has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Doncic against Conley. It's tipped. The Mavericks rebound. Powell against Gobert. Powell passes to Irving. Clock at 4. And here's Doncic outside. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving.
You know, that's a real key for Doncic. I mean, when the three-point shot is dropping for him, his guardability goes off the charts.
Now here's Edwards over Irving. And that one's long. Hardaway against McDaniels. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You know, we all know the name Hardaway, but Tim Hardaway Jr. making a name for himself. Another outstanding shooter that this league has developed.
Clark, how about the ability Hardaway Jr. has to score?
You know, it's really amazing. He's averaged over double digits all but one season in his career. He makes threes, he knocks down free throws, and it really doesn't matter where he's getting his shots from. He's knocking them down. You know, he's somebody that teams have relied on to score the ball.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one's good from Hardaway. The middle part of the season can present some unique challenges. Grant, how do you maintain your focus as a player?
Well, it can be tough. It can be really challenging because it is such a long season. You ultimately have to keep your eyes on the prize. And, of course, veterans know hard work now pays off later. You want to protect your record and start building late-season momentum.
That one misses.
You know, there was a time years ago when the Mavericks were one of the NBA's shakiest teams. Now they're one of its proudest franchises.
And you can attribute the Mavs' rise to stable ownership. Very savvy front office moves.
Yeah, so true, B.A. They've made some great decisions in the draft, for sure. They've been able to find cornerstone players and build solid rosters around them.
one misses. And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
The Mavericks making a switch here. Green is checked in. And the second free throw is good. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Doncic passes to Irving. Now here's Wood. Knocked loose. Pass to Doncic. From 8 feet. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. The Timberwolves trail. Up top, Anderson. Guarded by Doncic. Outside Conley. Back to Anderson. Shot clock at 5. Fires from the line. Another miss by Minnesota. Dallas has gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. Irving, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Anderson finds Edwards. And here's Reed. Back to Rivers. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Ntilikina, he's checked in for Luka Doncic. Prince is checked in for the Timberwolves. Noel comes in for Conley. Pass to McGee.
Kick it out, man. Kick it out. Watch the screen.
1:31 left in the opening quarter. Here's Irving. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, I love to see Wood use his great length to get to that offensive rebound.
Here's Rivers. Back to Noel. Out to the wing. Anderson inside. Guarded by Wood. Anderson gets the bucket.
Sometimes with that much of a height advantage, resistance is futile.
Outside, Green. Pass to Ntilikina. Here's Wood. Anderson
Bad
covers.
screen.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
I think he has to play more conservative from this point on. I mean, that's 2 fouls already.
Hardy, he's checked in for the Mavericks. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. There's 39 seconds left in the opening quarter. Anderson passes to Reed, and he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. The Mavericks on offense. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Hardy. Out to Wood. Fires the 3. Anderson pulls it down.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Here's Hardy. Beyond the arc. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Mavericks ahead. They lead by 6. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Dallas.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
The Mavericks leading. So for Minnesota right now, filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Taurean Prince, and it's Noel in at the point. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. This game coming after the loss versus the Kings.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Here's Edwards. After the Mavericks picking up a basket just a moment ago. Here's Prince. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Memphis. Three-pointer. Here's Gobert. Doncic grabs the miss.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss. They can live with it.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Granted, it's a shooter's league, and we're seeing more and more big men float out to the perimeter and knocking them down.
Well, B.A., the game has evolved, and the shooting, particularly from the bigs, is fantastic. But, you know, I wish the bigs had a little bit more diversity. I don't mind shooting from the perimeter, but every once in a while, go mix it up and take advantage of your size mismatch in the paint.
No good on the free throw. Conley's checked in for Noel. And he's good on the second. Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Pass to Doncic. Edwards against Green. Now here's Powell. Up and over Conley. That one's good from Powell. On the assist from Green.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Now here's Gobert. And down it goes. 2 points. Gobert's got his second basket of the game.
Well, a big trade over the Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive angle.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, Luka Doncic, an all-star from his second season, and every year he's one of the favorites for MVP. But Luka says, quote, I still haven't won anything, so I've got a long way to go. Brian, if you didn't catch it, team success is the metric. He says the key is to win a championship.
Well, he certainly gives him a chance to do just that, Allie. Thank you. 4 on the clock. And stolen by Hardaway. Doncic right side. On the take. And Doncic hammers it home.
Big talent flush by Doncic. Man, this young fella really has a lot of game.
Outside Conley. Out to the right wing. No one near him. Gobert inside. Working on Powell. Here's Prince. They shoot again. And he takes it up and lays it in. Oh, wow, guys, this does not look good. We've got an injury here.
Yeah, that type of injury is always worrisome. Hopefully, he's okay.
You're exactly right. I mean, with the way it looks, what we have to hope for now is that somehow it's not a long-term issue.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Woods checked in for Bullock, and Irving is subbed in for Green. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Wood to the middle. Hardaway's shot is good.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
And that replay showed how sensational that drive truly was.
Yeah, nice finish from him on that drive. Uses his body well and helps extend the lead.
McDaniels with it. Here's Gobert, a dependable player on offense, giving them only 13 a game. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. So Edwards will go to the free throw line. It goes on Kyrie Irving.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
McGee, he's checked in for Dallas. Ntilikina comes in for Luka Doncic. Reed's checked in for Minnesota. Rivers comes in for McDaniels. They throw good, Edwards. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity. And he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Here's Ntilikina.
Exactly. The defense is determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Shooting two.
And he makes a first. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. And so he's able to get one of two. Boy, viewership numbers are on the rise. NBA business is booming. I guess it's a good time to vote a piece, eh, Grant?
Hey, B.A., you said it best. The league is in great shape. We have great leadership, talent. It's an exciting time, and I think the league has more growth globally in the years to come.
Boy, for a 7-footer, he's got really good bounce, does JaVale McGee, and doing a nice job working on the glass there.
Pass to Edwards. 1:56 left to play in the first half. Conley with the ball, and it's McGee picking him up. And so the ball out of bounds. McGee tucks it last. Hardy, he's checked in for Hardaway. Noel, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And the Timberwolves with possession here. 11-point game. Count it. Good.
Oh, he'll wear you down with the way he grinds it out on the offensive glass.
Pass to Irving. Here's Hardy. Here's Wood. Anderson covers. To the paint. And Irving, the bucket on the assist by Wood. Irving's got 10 points.
And they've really been more consistent from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead, and you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
Now here's Edwards. Here's Rivers. Drills it from deep. Rivers has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Pass to McGee. Here's Hardy. Clock at 6. Fires for 3. Nails it from 3. And the Mavericks lead by 11.
And you'd think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
Here's Noel. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Pass to Rivers. Here's the 3. That shot missing. And it's Dallas the other way. Next up, they'll face the Nuggets in Denver. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Now McGee. Here's Irving. Reed with the rebound. On the wing, Noel. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He had 10 points and 1 assist. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Mavericks?
They're running the offense beautifully this one, working for good looks. The confidence looks sky high. It's going to be hard for that defense to disrupt their flow at this point.
Kenny, let's get your input on the Timberwolves.
Playing against the team that's on fire. This team was on fire. They showed effort on defense, but it didn't matter. They couldn't get the stops. I don't think the opponent could sustain this kind of shooting.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
my brother.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Christian Wood out there with Tim Hardaway. Then it's Luka Doncic. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Irving in a shooting guard. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him.
Hey, how about big time right there? Big time.
Woo.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He's been a force of nature, and that drive, just another of his great plays this game.
Wood passes to Powell. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Gobert. Edwards for 3. Mavericks pull it in. Wood's got 4 rebounds now.
Boy, you get everything you want from a young star in Anthony Edwards. I mean, excellent all-out energy in every minute he's on the floor. Plays hard and with great intensity, and he's got a commitment to working hard in practice. That is a really good combination for one of your franchise players.
The shot by Conley, no good. Dallas has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Hardaway, the pass to Doncic. Boy, left it right in the sweet spot with the lob. Nicely done.
Capable of running the offense. Doncic, fantastic at getting his teammates involved.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. Well, practice certainly has paid off when you look at Anthony Edwards' stat line, Clark.
Yeah, improvement across the board, BA, and that doesn't just happen by accident or osmosis. You got to put the work in. In almost every category, his game is only getting stronger and better. For the future, extremely bright for this young man, especially if he can keep that arrow green and going forward.
And you look at the intangibles of Luka Doncic. He has some of the best court awareness in the league, and that shows up most with his passing and body control.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And the way Doncic can feel the defenders around him speaks to his great court sense, Grant.
No question. And the elite footwork he has makes the most of it. I mean, one of the best at shielding defenders with his body. It's really how he can navigate through a defense with ease.
Prince is checked in for Anderson. He's perfect from the line this time.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
Back to Doncic. Outside Irving. Launches a 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Prince. Conley against Doncic. Conley passes to Gobert. McDaniels inside, defended by Hardaway.
You know, one of the things that sets McDaniels apart is his ability to guard virtually any position on the floor. He creates major matchup problems with that versatility.
Talking about McDaniels' defense, that's how he got a lot of minutes early in his career.
You know, a lot of guys make their mark defensively early on, which buys them time to develop in other areas, and it's an ideal way for young players to contribute right away. If you're stressing defense, then he's a guy that you want on your team.
First free throw is good. And the Mavericks making a change here. Green is checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Dallas has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Outside Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Wood outside. Green, the pass to Wood. To the inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Conley. And here's Edwards outside. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
Now here's Doncic. He's got 5. Outside Hardaway. Doncic outside. Jacks up a 3.
You got it. Come on.
Ooh, poked away. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Here's Edwards. The Mavericks pull it in. They've led by as many as 14. Gobert against Doncic. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Ntilikina, he's checked in for Hardaway. A remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Pass to Ntilikina. The 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Noel. Green covering. Here's McDaniels. He can't get it to go. Some solid D from Wood. The Mavericks have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
The Mavericks leading. Doncic outside. Lets a floater go. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. And we're going to have a jump ball. Minnesota with the ball. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Pass to Rivers. The 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Doncic left side. And he lays in the alley-oop pass. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
Like the shot selection there of Powell. A capable scorer, in my opinion, folks.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Rivers. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Shot clock at 3. Here's Gobert. It's blocked.
Like seeing Powell flex his muscle on the defensive end. Really good at timing his jump to block the shots.
Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Powell. Here's Ntilikina. And here's Doncic outside. The shot no good.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Here's Noel. Oh, great D that time from Doncic.
This is a game he'd like to forget. And the worst part is bringing down the whole squad.
And he recovers it. The three is up. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision orchestrated.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. On the court for the Timberwolves, Austin Rivers out there with Mike Conley. Then there's Kyle Anderson. Then there's Edwards. And it's Gobert in at the center, locking down the middle. And that one drops for him.
A cagey score on the inside. Conley has the smarts, and he has the skill.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Irving. Pass to Hardy. Outside Irving. That one off the back iron and out. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Conley. Outside Anderson. Over Hardaway. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Well, they've continued
Take
to
a
play
break.
pedal
Take a
to
break.
the metal.
2 shots.
Leaking out and capitalizing with ease when they get opportunities in the open court.
You also can't ignore the good job they've done rebounding on the offensive end tonight. That hustle has been well rewarded with second chance points.
The free throw drops for Anderson. Silva's checked in for the Mavericks. And Anderson drops them both.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock him down from the line.
Back to Irving. Pass to Silva. Here's Hardy. Launches it. Connects from downtown. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
Well, I really like the setup there. Irving with the pick.
Here's Rivers. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Hangs. And it's good on the lay-in.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Pass to Hardaway. And here is Irving. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got rebound number 11. Here's Rivers. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Rivers has got 4 points in the quarter.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Now here's Irving. They get it back. Silva.
Two shots.
The first free throw is good. McDaniels is checked in for the Timberwolves. Good on both. Now here's Conley. All right, time for an injury report.
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer of the Mavericks was able to update me on the situation. He said there was some strong pain in the chest area, especially when breathing in. Likely at least one rib is broken. They won't let a player this injured back into the game or probably any game for the foreseeable future. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thank you. Boy, this injury definitely looks like it could be serious, guys.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
And in the training room, guys.
Aquí damos corriente,